What up guys, and welcome to my first Cardano DeFi token video breakdown series where I cover the top Cardano projects on the blockchain in 10 minutes or less. And today we're going to go over our first project, which is SingularityNET. SingularityNET is actually the largest Cardano DeFi project, currently sitting at a 882 million market cap for their AGIX token. The core vision of SingularityNET is to create the world's leading decentralized AI marketplace that's all ran on the blockchain, while at the same time creating an artificial general intelligence AGI that is open sourced and decentralized. So to rephrase that in a much simpler way, SingularityNET is trying to be part of this AI revolution that we're starting to see. But instead of being a Google or a centralized authority that has full control over the AI, the development, the resources, the code, they are instead hoping that they can make the decentralized version of that by creating their own marketplace where people can buy, sell, and use these different technologies, as well as build the framework for developers to come in, build out this tech, and easily be able to market it. And by having it on the blockchain, they can be a lot more decentralized when it comes to the distribution of power, the value in technology, as well as who can get in it. And they hope that their whole entire technology can actually be more compassionate and more just, and actually try to solve much larger problems out there rather than some of the ways that AI has been used so far. And through this, they're hoping to develop this AGI development where now all of a sudden they can open source all of this, and through creating their software, they can have all of the AI on their platform interact together. And that's where you get this singularity concept, where all of the AI is building on each other and creating this artificial general intelligence. What's cool about SingularityNET is they actually already have a lot of this stuff in place, or at least the infrastructure for it. They have their AI marketplace where you can buy and use these different AI technologies, as well as do different demos. They have that publisher, which allows developers to publish these different technologies onto their site and get that exposure. They have their DSL language, which is where hopefully everything can kind of interact with each other, all within one language base. They also have their staking, where you can stake your AGIX token, as well as the bridge, which is where you can be on both Cardano and Ethereum, which is where these tokens are located. They were actually first located on Ethereum and they were called AGI, but now they made this whole entire bridge. The token got renamed to AGIX, and now you can find that token on both Cardano and Ethereum. The last major tool that they have is called this OpenCog Hyperion, and this is where they can implement this complete, scalable, and open source general artificial intelligence system based on the principles of OpenCog, which is an open source platform, and they're hoping they can leverage different AI strategies such as machine learning and various AI approaches to collaborate with everything that is within their ecosystem. You can actually already go on their AI marketplace and see some of the different developments that have taken place using their whole entire infrastructure and system. And I will say none of these so far have really impressed me, and it is very early on, but the whole point of this is to create that infrastructure so that they can build this out larger and scale it up over time. One of the ways that they plan on onboarding more people to their platform and getting more developers is their deep funding program, where different projects and developers can apply to get funding for their ideas. So you can get funded, you can get monetized, they'll help you launch, they have all the infrastructure set up, and all of the different transactions that's happening on their marketplace is going to be through their AGIX token or through PayPal. So it's pretty nice how they're actually going to get different projects funded as well as launch them, and they've done a decent amount of projects already. On their site, you can actually find a deeper ecosystem overview where you can learn more about the projects that's building on singularity.net. And when you click on these projects, guys, you can get a bigger breakdown, such as Rejuve, that is all about the health field. You have Hypercycle, which is a layer 2 leveraging Hydra in order to make Cardano more scalable. You have NewNet, which is all about decentralizing computing. So instead of like AWS, now all of a sudden you can do it through NewNet, and it's more decentralized computer power, and a decent amount of more projects that you can check out in your time. When it comes to the team of SingularityNET, they are all doxed and they are well versed when it comes to blockchain technology as well as AI, and you can see the whole entire C-suite on the website. The last thing that I want to bring up here is their tokenomics, and what's really interesting about SingularityNET, guys, is that they started off in Ethereum with their AGI token, but they decided to do a vote and raise their 1 billion tokens to 2 billion and also be on Cardano, and now you have the AGIX token rather than just AGI. Now this AGIX token is used for all of the different payments within their AI marketplace. You can stake these tokens in order to earn additional rewards and secure the network. And there's also the governance side where you can do different votes on the proposals that they bring for this technology and for the infrastructure that they're building. Now, the initial distribution was 50% of a token sale, 20% was the reward pool for early users, developers, and partners. They then have that core team at 18%, the foundation at 8%, and then various bounty programs at 4%. Another important note to bring up regarding the token is that by staking your AGIX token, not only do you earn rewards, but also any project that releases on SingularityNET has to give 5% of their token supply to people staking this AGIX token. So if a lot of major AI projects decide to build on this infrastructure that they have, now all of a sudden you can get into all of those different projects completely for free while also earning additional rewards for AGIX and participating in those different governance proposals. Currently, 1.22 billion, or about 61% of the total token supply, is circulating, and the rest of the tokens are supposed to be spread out over a 91-year time period, which is pretty insane. And if you look at the chart, guys, not many people were paying attention to SingularityNET for the longest time, and then at the start of this year, it went on its first pump, then it kind of dumped down a little bit, and then it went on a massive pump, and now it's about halfway of that initial pump that they had. And I think that was just because a lot of traction was happening with OpenAI and ChatGPT, and everyone was talking about AI, and I personally believe that AI is going to be significantly larger in the future. Now, for my personal opinion and quick thoughts on AGIX, I think that what they're doing is definitely needed, because I would really hate for AI, which is going to be one of the biggest and most revolutionary technologies the world has ever seen throughout history, I'd really hate for that technology to be in the hands of just a couple companies like Google or Microsoft or Apple, because you never know if they're going to have the right intentions of the general population. So I really like how they're building a whole entire decentralized network and a whole entire structure in order to help developers come in with if they don't already have a customer base, as well as really give them the tooling to make their technology and monetize it. Now, what they're doing is very, very ambitious, and I think it's going to be hard to pull off, especially when you have major competitors like OpenAI having thousands of employees and billions of dollars in funding. But if they are able to pull this off, then I think that AGIX could be a great investment, because you're going to be able to get an airdrop of all of these different technologies that build on their platform in the future. So the big thing is not whether or not AI is going to explode, but it's whether or not they can get enough adoption to their SingularityNET to really get those high quality projects in. And then as an investor, if you can keep getting those airdrops, it's going to pay for itself. If on the other hand, if they can't gain any traction and OpenAI just completely destroys them because they have the competitive advantage, or Google or Apple, then you're really not going to go too far with this token, even though it would be nice in the purest world for this token to be very successful. I hope you guys enjoyed this first breakdown video, and if you want more of these videos, definitely subscribe, because I'm going to try to do at least the top 25 on Cardano. Also, if you're into the NFT side of things, please check out my project called Jelly Cubes, where we're sort of an alpha group that goes over these different DeFi opportunities as well as NFT opportunities, or check out our stake pool if you're trying to help out smaller stake pool operators like myself, which is BIG. But yeah, that sums up this video, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you for listening in.